Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this opportunity. I would like to present one paper titled "The Effectiveness of Online-Based Authentic Learning Assessment." With me, Rian Leandros, from Bina Nusantara University or BINUS. Okay. So for the first one, I would like to share about the agenda. First is introduction, then we will talk about authentic learning itself. After that, problem statement, then we go to method, result, and finally conclusion. For introduction first, as we can read here, the influence of globalization on teaching has been tremendous. Today, the development of global knowledge exchange has expanded and helped advance the values of education in academy. So the transformation is needed, of course, to change the instructional framework and prepare graduates for the 21st century work environment. An academic revolution has occurred, which is marked by the transformation of mission, role, and scope accelerated by the internet and the capabilities of the artificial intelligence, as we know as AI, which are already on par with human intelligence. So an adaptive, rational, and scalable mission is needed. Then for this authentic learning itself, this one is typically focuses on real world, complex problems and their solution using role-play exercises, problem-based activities, case studies, and participation in virtual communities of practice with an inherently multidisciplinary learning environment. And second, these authentic learning activities will shape the learning experience and train students through various types of media and learning methods so that students will get the best practice in solving problems in their environment. The third one, authentic learning is related to students' activities in learning from real world life, like professionals in their work environment. And the last one is authentic learning provides opportunities for students to reflect and monitor their learning and communicate their interests in their community. Students will learn how to respond to new ideas, or ideas. Although a lot of work to be done in this process, but students can learn in a good learning experience. So electronic journals and portfolios are examples of authentic learning assignment designed to showcase students' work and provide students with a means to reflect back on their learning over time. So we have the problem statement here. Number one is, through authentic learning, students can learn to advocate for a cause by actively participating in the community. And they can learn to express their ideas and opinions effectively using various social media platforms and blogs to start conversation and share ideas. Here, if students do not have the same level of knowledge, students can learn from others, and learn from their own sources of the knowledge. The fact that the initiative learns from others is something very important part of their learning process. And why we took this research, so because we have the purpose is to identify how effective the implementation of authentic learning tasks during the pandemic is in elementary and middle school. What we do for the method research, is like this. This research uses an ethnographic research approach by observing the behavior of respondents in learning assignment. And after that, the research instrument was in the form of a questionnaire design to capture data and information on the form of learning task and rating the usefulness, ease, and level of importance of each learning task. Then after that, we determine team members and responsibility. Then go to the target respondents of this research are the community of primary and secondary school teachers in Jakarta and Tangerang. Then finally, the evaluation of the research data was carried out using analysis of variance and correlation techniques. Here we go with the result, So the reality of the current pandemic shows that educators must be proficient in long-term online interaction and work in remote teams by developing appropriate learning assignment. There are various forms of authentic learning tasks. As we can see from the table here, it shows a list of the top authentic learning based on the criteria: usefulness, ease, and importance of being used in authentic learning. The score shows the rating of the respondents' assessment of elementary and middle school teachers in Jakarta. Alright, the rating here, there are types of assignment that are seen by teachers as important tasks and contribute greatly to to learning performance. But students feel that these tasks are not easy to do. We can call it planning task, identifying, objective, research reports, and reviewing articles. Then, the types of assignment in the form of games is essays, stories, and poetry, which are considered easy to do by the students are considered important. But the teachers themselves consider less able to improve learning performance, while the forms of peer assessment, video, and podcast are easy for students to do but are considered less useful and less important. Then, the pivot table describes the position of each aspect of the teacher's assessment of the form of assignment. They are usability, convenience, important. The table contains values that show the rating scores of respondents. In the right side, namely elementary and middle school teachers when the assignment is given in online mode. Then from that table, it can be seen that the top 5 tasks based on the teacher's rating are the types of tasks that are included in the soft skill group, while the types of assignment that include hard skill are not all teachers can do. Okay. Then we come to the evaluation. There are types of assignment that are seen by teachers as important tasks and contribute greatly to learning performance. But students feel that these tasks are not easy to do. Namely, as stated before, planning task, identifying objectives, research reports, and reviewing articles. Okay, we can see from the ANOVA table, single factor from the top 10 tasks. We see the result of the analysis of variance in table 2 here on the right side shows that the 18 authentic learning tasks are different. With a value of variance that is greater than the mean, it may be caused by the effect of other variables. However, this analysis clearly shows that there is a significant difference between each authentic learning task given. Then, the next step is correlation analysis to find out whether there is a relationship between various authentic learning tasks. Then, top 5 learning tasks, namely effective reading, preparing discussion, making schedules, planning tasks, and identifying goals showed no significant difference. And from this, it can be concluded that the 5 tasks are equally important, equally useful, and equally easy for students to learn. The learning task is included in the soft skill category, which is categorized as the most useful in its application in the real world. Then here we go to the conclusion. We have 4 conclusions here. For number 1, there are types of assignments that are seen by teachers as important tasks and contribute greatly to learning performance. But students feel that these tasks are not easy to do, namely planning tasks, identifying objectives, research reports, active reviews. Conclusion number 2 is types of assignment in the form of games, essay, stories, poetry, which are considered easy to do by students and are considered important, but the teacher considers them less able to improve learning performance. While the forms of peer assessment, video, podcasts are easy for students to do, but are considered less useful and less important. And number 3, conclusion number 3 is soft-skilled learning materials are easier for students to learn than hard-skilled materials. And number 4, the result of this study provide recommendations for teachers to experiment with different methodologies when delivering authentic learning on hard-skill material. And here we go, the team. It's me, Rian, with Bu Dina, Pak Bambang, and Ibu Vivianti.